Alright, so like I said in my previous videos, I have made um, something, Wondershare mobile. I don't know how that is. Alright, so I had made weeks ago, or starting back weeks ago, I made NFL season review on all the teams and how I think they fared in their season and blah blah blah. I made a Buck season review and I made wild card predictions, which kind of late for that. And I also made divisional round predictions. Um, and so far, both weekends about even. Um, and actually, for last week, for the Pittsburgh and Chiefs game, I don't know why the hell cause originally I had Pittsburgh and then I had the Chiefs. I don't know why I do that. Um, I should have known the Steelers. I should have known the Steelers were gonna, were gonna win that game. So you can ignore that one. All right, ignore that pick. Steelers was my original choice, and I had Steelers going all the way, with Green Bay. So I was too. I don't know. I thought KC would have. Well, we'll get to the games in a minute. But, so this is my. So yeah. So just like I said, I made NFL season review videos, the Buck season review, and moving forward. And I'm the wild card. Another Buck video, which you want to check these videos out. They're good info. Um, but yeah, wild card predictions, divisional round predictions. Um, that's including a score prediction. Um, so yeah, see what other videos have been. And then I don't know, maybe one or two others mixed in. So you want to check that out? Go check those out. But in the meantime, this is for obviously divisional round weekend just concluded. So quick review on that, and then going on to the conference championship. I'm not gonna bother with another Super Bowl pick, which ignore one of my last videos. Okay, it's not Green Bay and KC, Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Okay, which that's still my choice, Green Bay and Pittsburgh. But um, I'm not gonna do that in this video because it gets your mind like all like too ahead of yourself, you know, and you know what I mean. Like you get too ahead of yourself, and just do it week by week. All right, so the review of the divisional round. All right, in the divisional round, all right. So first game we had Seattle at Atlanta Falcons. Yes, I did have Seattle winning that game. But no, I did not have Seattle winning that game because Atlanta is a divisional rival of the Bucks. All right, that is not the reason why. I had Seattle winning that game because of I thought their defense was gonna. I didn't think their defense was gonna be spectacular. Okay, hasn't been on that level basically not much all season, especially after they lost Earl Thomas. But I just thought with the Seahawks playoff experience and their defense, and I thought they wouldn't be able to run the ball more. Which I mean, it was. Let me go to stats real quick. How many yards did the Seahawks have rushing? Specifically with Thomas Rawls. Got it up right now. Okay, how about individual players? Oh, there we go. Alright. Thomas Rawls, alright. But you see, they kind of had to get away from the run game because they were behind. Alright. But if you watch that game, the Seahawks kept screwing themselves. I mean, Devin Hester, running like a madman out there. You know, long returns, getting called back because of penalties. And then they had some other big plays and get called back because of penalties. The Seahawks really they killed themselves time after time after time, and they didn't deserve to win the game just because of that alone. But man, but that is not to take away from Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, the Seahawks had some success getting some pressure. Just the Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan, they had a good game plan, and they deserved to win that game. Period. 36-20, I believe, was the final. Yeah, 36-20. Uh, I mean, that was. It was a decent game, but it wouldn't have been an even better game. If Seattle did not kept, you know, kept screwing themselves, having all those penalties and such, it wouldn't have been a whole different ballgame. So, playoff teams. You don't get penalties. All right, so yes, I was wrong about that. Um, I didn't think Seattle was gonna screw up like that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have won the game, no, but it wouldn't have been a closer game if it weren't for that. For the play. Right, then the next game we had that same day we had Saturday, Houston and New England. Now, yes, I did have obviously I had New England winning, um, but I thought it was going to be a closer game. But then once again, you know, the end of the game, Brock Osweiler cannot get it done. Turnovers. Of course, I didn't watch the end of it. Did I? I didn't watch the end of it. But all I know is, turnovers. And, Tom Brady takes over, and then the Patriots take command. So obviously we all knew that New England was gonna, win. Was gonna win that game, and um, and they advanced. And then just yesterday, Sunday, you want to talk about a game of the year, game of this, game of the decade, maybe. I mean, Green Bay, like Green Bay at Dallas game. Whoa, what a game that was! Whoa, I was like, wow. mean, Green Bay. Up 21-3. Fly out, fly game. Oh, Green Bay going up 21-3, but not really anything to the fault. Okay, yes, I know. I did make a bold prediction that Dak Prescott was going to be pulled, and yes, and they were down a lot. So, but it was to no fault of the Cowboys. It was no fault of Dak Prescott. Um, Basically, it was penalties. It was penalties. That Bryce Butler penalty, that holding penalty, um, penalties killed their early drives. And then Aaron Rodgers takes over and marches them down the field. Um, but that Cowboys defense, for the most part, had no answers for Aaron Rodgers and that Green Bay offense. No answers for him whatsoever. At times they did, but Aaron Rodgers came in the clutch. That last play of the game, then kicking that game-winning field goal, Aaron Rodgers called that play. He called that. He audible that. He called that. And then what a catch by Jared Cook. To be able to keep his feet in balance. Man. So, the Mason Crosby. Yeah. And he even had to kick. He even had to kick it again, and he still made it. Oh, come on, freaking fly! I'll be putting that in my tags. Fly. Um, but I did have Green Bay winning, just not in the fashion of my prediction. Tony Romo obviously did not come in. Dak Prescott did not suck it up. They didn't lose because of Dak. Come on, it was 34-31, I believe it was. And that was a good game. Good game. Best game of the postseason by far. And then you had KC and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh at Kansas City. Now, okay, yes, in my video, I was debating between the pick. But my original pick was Pittsburgh. And I wanted Pittsburgh to win. I don't know why. I don't know why I went ahead and rolled whatever Casey. I thought Casey's offense would have been a little better. And I thought, Casey's defense wasn't that bad. It's just, it was the game of field goals. The only touchdown there was that opening drive by Alex Smith and the Chiefs. But even though Pittsburgh, I believe, did not get in the end zone. Did they get in the end zone? Well, I think it was 18-16. Pittsburgh. Yeah. Okay, so it was 18-16 final. yeah, Pittsburgh did not get in the end zone, but it was still, they got down close like a few times, and they couldn't punch in, and that's what KC defense is made of, and Al Smith and the Chiefs offense. I mean, they had a textbook opening drive, and then they couldn't do shit the rest of the game. Like really. So yeah, I know I should know I should have not trusted that KC offense. Um, so I originally did have Pittsburgh, and you know Pittsburgh did edge it out to win it. Um, it still was a decent game. Oh, I just got a notification. Packers Cowboys was the most watched divisional round game in 20 years. 28.2 rating. And Chiefs Steelers prime time playoff record 21.9. So 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 yeah. So Pittsburgh beat KC. And then the last NFC. Well, wait, was that all of them? Yeah, we did Atlanta. Oh, all right. So that's all. All right. So now let's get to this week picks. Let's get to this week predictions. All right. So the first game we got. The first game, which I believe is on Saturday. 6:40 Sunday. 22nd. Wait, the 20th. 2:05 Sunday. Wait, this Sunday, right? No, okay. For me, I thought they would Pro Bowl. No, yeah, after the championship game. All right. So anyway, so we got the Pittsburgh, New England first. That is going to be that should be a good battle. Pittsburgh, they've always been, if anybody could beat New England, it's Pittsburgh. Um, well, in the AFC anyway, if anybody could beat them, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh been playing so good. I mean, granted they played get the Chiefs and Alex Smith, but still, Pittsburgh been playing so good. Some pretty decent defense. You know, and New England, I mean, and Big Ben. I mean, he can be Big Ben and Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. I mean, the three killer bees they got. They can be patient. Be methodical and not force it on New England defense, because New England defense forces you to be patient. That's exactly what that offense is. It's patient. Thing is, though, when they get close, they're gonna have to find a way to get in the end zone at least twice to be able to win the game. Yeah, Pittsburgh can kick a few field goals, all right, but they have to get in the end zone at least twice to be able to win. So I think Mike Tomlin and the Steelers will rebound, and they will find a way to get in the end zone. Um, then New England, uh, you know, Pittsburgh can. I mean, they got the good rushers. They got the good linebackers that can get after the quarterback. Um, they got some decent defensive linemen. that can get the quarterback. I mean, not elite, but they can still catch him. Um, so New England's offense, I don't think it'll give the Pittsburgh defense you know some fits, but New England defense, I don't think it's gonna scare the Pittsburgh. I don't think it's gonna scare the Pittsburgh offense. If anything, I think the strength of this game is the Pittsburgh offense, especially their running game against uh, New England's defense, because you got to be patient with New England, and Le'Veon Bell is exactly that. He's the most patient runner in the NFL. So now my prediction for the game. My prediction. Um, my prediction is not just because, or yeah, I hate the Patriots with almost a passion. Alright, because they always win, they're always cocky, and the fans, and well, even some of the players too. But so I believe I believe Pittsburgh will win. I believe Pittsburgh will win. It's gonna be 20. Two touchdowns, three. If they get 2 touchdowns and 3 field goals, that'd be 14, 17, 20, 23. I'm gonna say 23-20. I'm gonna say 23-20 Pittsburgh. So there you have it, 23-20 Pittsburgh over New England. So the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the New England Patriots 23-20. And then the Pittsburgh will have the right to be AFC champions and move on to play in Super Bowl 51, I believe it is. And then for the NFC, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, and by the way, these are both rematches in the regular season, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure New England and Pittsburgh played in the regular season. And I know Green Bay and Atlanta did. And I believe, yeah, Atlanta won by 1 point. So, um, yeah, that's right. They played, yeah, Pittsburgh, New England played weak. I think it was week 3 or 4. Might have been week 3. I'm pretty sure it was one of the week that Garoppolo was out. I mean, Garoppolo, that Tom Brady was out. Alright, so anyway, let's get into this. Alright, so Green Bay Packers at the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, first of all, I mean, you got two prolific offenses going at it, with a defense with defenses that are not great by any means. Green Bay defense relies. They kind of rely on taking the ball away. There we go. They kind of rely on taking the ball away. Atlanta is kind of the same way, except Atlanta has more speed. All right, their linebackers got the speed. Vic Beasley, their edge rusher, got the speed. So their secondary, some of their secondary got some speed. They could be physical. The Atlanta defense has gone better. They have gotten better. All right, toward the second half of the season and going into the playoffs, they have gotten better. They kind of got a little lucky though against the Seahawks with the penalties and stuff. But hey, a win's a win. But I mean, with these two quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers, you can never count them out. Like if it's a close game, but there's even 1 second left on the clock, you can't count them out. This might be a very high scoring game. This might turn out to be a high scoring game. I'm gonna say see this. It's Atlanta. You have to think that Green Bay lost to Atlanta. You got to think that's the win though. Is sticking with them because it was pretty much right after that. I don't know if it was that week, but it was right after that. Like within 1-2 weeks, pretty much. After that, that Green Bay started taking off. I can't bet against Aaron Rodgers. I can't. I want to say Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers get another win. We're gonna say that because I trust Aaron Rodgers more than Matt Ryan. Not by much. Not by much. I just can't bet against Aaron Rodgers. The difference between two offenses is Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons offense is all synced. Okay, which, get me wrong, it's a very good system. But Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't need a system. He can call his own plays. I'm not saying Matt Ryan does call. He calls plays. He calls audibles. And the Green Bay Packers, I mean, they just got that it factor with Aaron Rodgers. All right, so a score prediction. I'm gonna say the winner scores close to 40 points, and if not over. I want to go 41-38. 41-38 Green Bay wins. I think Aaron Rodgers and anyone want it could be higher scoring than that. These two defenses are not great. They ain't really that special to begin with. So I think this is going to be a very high scoring game, and it could be higher scoring than that 41-38. But I'm betting Green Bay pulls it out than Aaron Rodgers with another last minute field goal. So there you have, folks. That's my NFC conference prediction. I mean, NFC and AFC conference prediction and who will play in Super Bowl. So Green Bay and Pittsburgh, my original Super Bowl prediction. We'll make it. If my predictions are right, we'll make it to Super Bowl 51. We'll have the rights to play in Super Bowl 51. So that's my divisional round review and my conference round preview and predictions. So hope you all enjoy and check out my these videos for the past couple weeks, especially you're an NFL fan and a Bucks man. Check some of the videos out. Good info. So I'll check y'all later in the week. I think there's any other video I could make. I don't know. If I make another video, you'll see it. See y'all later.